What's up, YouTube? Tyler here from Mickey Bros here, bringing you a deck profile on the Vanity stun deck. Now, some might have seen me playing on DN today. Once it got high rating, I was around, I think once I got around 10th place, I started playing nothing but Vanity stun because I liked having a lot of watchers checking the deck out. Ever since it topped in South America Nationals, they get top 8'd. I thought it was a really cool deck. I built it and I've loved playing it. For you that don't know, it's basically relies on Mausoleum, the Emperor, the field spell, and then you bring out cards like Majesty Fiend, Vanity's Fiend, Vanity Ruler, Christia, stuff like that, and it locks your opponent down. So I've been playing it a lot today, and people were watching me, and I got a lot of requests asking me to throw it up on the channel. It's a lot like the South American build. I just play some of my own different things, and my side deck's completely different, stuff like that, just stuff I'm comfortable with. So I'll drop down to the deck profile, kind of explain a little bit why I play the different things, and then talk more about why I think it's a really good choice, like current meta. So jump down to the deck profile. Alright, so I played a 3 Majesty Ruler, Majesty Fiend. This card is amazing. I love having this card. Like, it's just really good. The best part about it is like the hand trap problem. Like when you're playing against Boojins, it's the card that wins. When you're playing against Light Storm, you just need a lockdown besides Chrissy. It's really good. I play the 1 Vanity's Fiend, and then I play 2 Vanity's Rulers. The original list at top played 3. I cut one for my own personal tech, which I'll go over in a minute. I got the Angel of 7, one of them. And then you got triple Christia. I'm sorry about the supers. Danny has my secrets because they're gorgeous. And then the other Vanity Ruler that was taken out, I play actually one main deck, Jinzo. I was noticing that I lost a lot to Hat, and Hat being the best deck, in my opinion. I mean, it's the most versatile, and it just has a lot of problems. Jinzo was like a helper, because if I get one of these out and I can just lock him down with Jinzo, because once it hits board, you know, it's gone, it's over, you know, traps are not happening. So I think this is 11 monsters. This is the entire monster lineup. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're relying on 11 monsters, all being tribute summons. Like I said before, Mausoleum the Emperor is the main card that you need to get out to help it go, and as well as like Photon Sanctuary. So get down to the spells. Got the Triple Lance. This is pretty important, as well as Triple Dress. These cards protect your monster once it's out. It's not exactly the easiest card, like monsters, to get out, because if you do and they get rid of them, it's kind of a problem, because decks kind of run over you before you get to kind of relapse on them, whatever. So I got the 6 attack modifiers and protectors of the deck. I played 3 Photon Sanctuary. This is a card that special summons 2 tokens, and you can't tribute summon them the turn you activate them unless it's for a light monster. But they are 2,000 attack, so I mean, if you have nothing go for you, at least bring them out. Switch them to attack. They can't attack, but it's a small wall. Triple Upstart. Pretty self-explanatory. Get your stuff faster. Double Space. I play 3 the field spell. I just thought when I was testing against 2, the guy who tops build wasn't seeing enough, and I am playing the 2 terraforming just to get to it faster. This card is essential. You open this in one of your monsters. Like, if you open this in a Majesty Fiend, like a lot of times decks literally have to just scoop code game 2, and that's like being able to two card make your opponent scoop is a really big deal. So I got the 1 Book of Moon. Card's too good because you played Decree. Triple Pot. These are pots. I just had to take them out at the time because I was borrowing from someone, and then someone else has my others. So triple pots. That's it for the spells. Traps. You only play 6. You play the Triple Decree. This stops all the trap hate. I mean, this is all the trap hate, and it stops all the craziness. 2 Safe Zones, and I play 1 Metal Reflect Slime because it's ulti and it's 3k. And I actually have had times where the 3k was better than the card that the original player played, which I think was Last Monarch, because that comes out at 24. This comes out as 3, so it's kind of cool. So that's it for the main deck, and that is 40 even. Now I'll get into my side deck. The side deck is all me personally, just things I feel comfortable with in the current meta. So I got the double Banisher. I think Banisher is just a really good card, and I don't really think of Banisher as just Banisher. I think of Banisher as Banisher and Christia, or Banisher and Vanity's Ruler, you know, things like that, or it's like really good. I feel the same way about Kaiku. These four are personally my favorite side deck monsters in the game lately. Was never a huge fan of Vanisher or Kaiku, but being able to get out, like I was saying, like Christie in one of these is like a really big hard problem for people to get over. I got this 2 Soul Release for Lightsworn because being able to kill their dragons, like when people set up for Wyvern and they have 2 dragons and they mill them in end phase and they need a turn to summon, hit their dragons so that their Wyverns are completely dead. Their JDs are banished for the game. It's really important. I got the 3rd space because there's it's just back row. I feel the same way about these. Double Twister. I think Twister was needed in the deck because I don't like having to deal with heavy back row, and for people that play tanky cards, I'd rather Twister or tanky and save my space for a set card in case I need it. 1 Soul Drain. To match my Soul Drain, I play 1 End of Anubis, which is it's a Soul Drain monster you tribute. Effects can't activate or negate all effects. I play 1 TK. I play a 2nd Jinzo for the hat matchup, 1 Transmigration, and something I'm testing a lot and I'm really liking is Snipe Hunter, believe it or not, because there's times where I get the dead. For some reason you only play 11 monsters, but at locals I opened 5 monsters one game and I lost because of it, and I've been testing so much with Snipe Hunter, and you get Snipe Hunter and it allows you to get over problems. This card is mainly in here because this deck cannot beat Beast. So if they first turn Beast and you can't get rid of it, even though this is a 1-of in my side deck, if I can get to it and get rid of Beast, it's accomplished. Plus, this card really just pops the problems that you never really see, but when you do, you don't really deal with it. So, quick basic stuff is, if you can first turn get this out and then use that effect and bring out, say Majesty, either that or that, and then usually your back row will consist of most likely 1 of these and hopefully a Decree. This is a very hard thing to get over. Either 1 of these, and when they do try to get over it and you have these Lance and Dress Answers, it's just a really good wall. It's a really big nuisance, and a lot of decks can't get over it. I was actually just testing it on DN, I've been playing DN all day today, so just testing out stuff. And I was playing a lot with water and playing a lot with this. This deck literally just, either you have a guaranteed win or you don't. It's a really good meta call in my opinion. I was thinking about maining this deck. I'm in between this and water because it stops everything, and it has a really good Shadow matchup as well as Light Swarm, obviously, because the no back row helps. It loses to Hat though, which is a problem. There is a way to play around it, but if you get Majesty and Jinzo, you win. That's just it, you win. But you have to get out 2 monsters and expect them not to pop, and the problem is if you go for plays and they start popping, it becomes a problem. But a lot of times the deck will hand you free wins, and it's a fairly cheap deck to make. It's really fun to play. It's a lot more relaxed than playing a lot of the main combo-based decks and current meta decks. So if you want something fun to play and still have it be competitive, I definitely recommend this deck. I really like playing it myself. I played at locals last week, and I played a Light Swarm. I think I played one of the Light Swarm kids round 3, and I lost to him. But game 1, I literally just showed him Mausoleum and Vanity's Majesty Fiend, and he's playing Light Swarm. And then I showed him I had Vanity's Fiend too. I was like, "There's no way you can win. There really isn't. You can't resolve your mills." And then game 2. I drew all spells, no monsters. In game 3, I opened 5 monsters, which Yu-Gi-Oh literally hates me, so that's about right. But with the amount of monsters, I'm also testing out Smokescreen in it. I was testing 2 different things. I was testing a 15 card side deck of Fire Fist and Hat, and the Fire Fist is working out really well too, because you just with all the attack droppers, and I sided in double shrink too, just because it's really good. Keeping Majesty Fiends. With the artifacts, you can keep in the field spell and bring out the artifacts if you have to with it. It's not bad. It's something cool to play with, but yeah, so that's the deck profile of my Majesty Vanity's Ruler deck. I call it the deck that doesn't allow your opponent to play Yu-Gi-Oh, because that's literally what it does. You first turn put on something on board, you either can or can't get rid of it. So, sub, like, comment, all that.